Today I'll be going over what I believe are the ideal hero settings for Ana, some of which you should change, some of which are personal preference, and I'll go over the pros and cons, but let's get right into it. First one is Recoil Recovery Aim Compensation. With this setting on, what will happen is, as I recoil, the game will automatically bring my crosshair back to where it previously was. Now, if Overwatch is your first FPS, if it's the only one you play, this isn't a big deal, you can leave it on if you want. But if you came from another game, chances are you are not used to this setting and it is throwing off your aim. So I recommend you turn it off, and I guarantee you will see an increase in your accuracy from that alone. This setting not only applies to Ana, but it applies to Baptiste, Ashe, Cassidy, and Widowmaker. Next setting is Toggle Zoom. With the setting off, what happens is you have to press and hold the secondary fire button to scope in. With it on, you press the button to scope, you press the button again to unscope. I've noticed for Widowmaker, a lot of people like using this, but with Ana, your shots aren't as lethal, and it encourages hard scoping, which will get you killed, so I recommend you leave it off. Next setting is Relative Aim Sensitivity while zoomed. Now, this is defaulted down to 30, and at that setting, what will happen is your scope shots will have a much lower sensitivity than your unscoped shots. To stay consistent and to balance your scoped and unscoped, I recommend having a 1-to-1 ratio with the sensitivity. So that would be 37.89 in most cases. It can vary depending on your aspect ratio. I'll put a link in the description if you want to learn more about that. But for most people, they run 16:9, and 37.89 is what you'll want to set this as for both Ana and Widowmaker. Ashe's is a little bit different. It's 51.47 to have that 1-to-1 ratio. Next setting is Nano Boost requires target confirmation. When this is off, I just have to look at an ally and press the Alt button to apply a nano. Simple enough. When it's on, however, I look at an ally, I press the button, and as you can see, I have this confirmation. I can press the button again to apply the nano, or I can obviously cancel it if it's the wrong target. Some advantages to this is that, it prevents those boostios, those nano kirikos, those accidental nanos we don't want to do. Another advantage is that I can target someone, look away, and press the button again to still apply the nano. The thing is, though, it does take a little bit longer to apply nanos in general. That can be really tough, especially in fast fights where you need to get that out quickly. What I've noticed is oftentimes people who have the setting on, they end up just double tapping the button, therefore not confirming the target and defeating the purpose of the confirmation. So I know ML7 was big on this setting, but I keep it off, and most high-level and pro players do as well. Last setting is Nano Boost Sensitivity. As you can see, I have that all the way up to 100. So what happens is, as you can see, these small little movements, I can go back and forth between nano targets. Whereas, let's just say I drop it down to 46 is fine. See how I have to do bigger movements to switch between targets? So this can actually be really good for ensuring accuracy with your nanos. If you're thinking about using the target confirmation, I recommend that you lower your sensitivity first and see if that works for you. So that's all I have for now. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If anyone would like to request a VOD review, check the link in the description, and best of luck with your climb.